to derivate the formula for the Fourier coefficients in the Fourier series. So we have the Fourier series for a function that has period of 2 pi is f of whatever the function would be equal to a constant plus the summation from n equals 1 to infinity of some terms, some constants, I will put it a sub n, times the cosine of nx, and also I would have some sine terms, so plus b sub n times the sine of nx. We have talked about this in other videos. So this, the expansion of this would be fx equals to c naught plus n sub 1. Well, and if we put this, it would be this part would be for the cosines. We have a sub 1 cosine of x plus a sub 2 cosine of 2x plus a sub 3 cosine of 3x, etc. Here b sub 1 sine of x plus b sub 2 sine of 2x, etc. So now, by convenience, you will see that this C2 would be called a sub naught over 2. Alright, so now, in the previous video we talked about the integrals. So we know that the integral, we have integral from minus pi to pi of cosine nx. This is 0. The integral from the defined integral from minus pi to pi of sine of nx is equal to 0. We have that the defined integral from minus pi to pi of cosine nx cosine nx cosine mx dx, sorry I forgot all the time dx is equal to 0. Also that's the integral from minus pi to pi of sine nx sine mx dx is equal to 0. Also that's the integral from minus pi to pi, defined integral from minus pi to pi of sine nx cosine of mx dx is 0. And one more, that is the defined integral from minus pi to pi of cosine square, well actually two more, of cosine square of nx is equal to pi, and the defined integral from minus pi to pi of sine square nx dx is equal to pi. Alright, so just we need to have this on here on the front. So let's first find this constant term. So let's integrate the function. So we have the integral, defined integral from minus pi to pi of fx dx is equal to the integral from minus pi to pi of this, that is just, I could put it as C0 or I could put it as a sub 0 over 2, but you know that this is just a constant, so I can take it out of the way here, and so this would be just a sub 0 divided by 2 times the defined integral from minus pi to pi of, sorry, from minus, yes, right, of 1 dx plus the defined integral, here I put it all the way here, minus pi to pi minus pi to pi, and here is just the same for each one of these terms, and dx, you know, all the dx here, dx. Oh, so here, you know, we have this integration from minus pi to pi of a sub 1 times cosine, in this case is cosine of x, but you can put it as, on this one we have, this will be resumed to this, the integral from minus pi to pi of all the numbers a sub n, or the terms, plus b sub n sine n x. Now, dx. The issue is that each one of these terms, you know, we have this, we can out each one of these constants, we can put them out. And then we just have the integral, the defined integral from minus pi to pi of cosine of x. The defined integral from minus pi to pi of cosine of 2x. So I have this, I have this one. So all of these terms, of the cosine terms, would be 0. And all these sine terms will also be 0. And we just only have this. That's the defined integral from minus pi to pi of the function dx is equal to a naught over 2 minus times the defined integral from minus pi to pi of 1 dx, and all this becomes 0. So we just have this, and so we have that. Let me, you know, that this, the defined integral from minus pi to pi of 1, what's this, dx, this is, will be a sub 0 divided by 2, and this is integral of 1 with respect to x is x, this goes from minus pi to pi, this is the same as, you know, pi minus pi, yeah, so this is just a naught over 2 times 2 pi, so you have just a sub naught times pi. So here you have that a sub naught is equal to 1 over pi times the defined integral of minus pi times pi of f of x dx. So this is a sub naught, but I have that c sub naught, this is a sub naught divided by 2. So my c sub naught would be a sub 2, and this would be 1 over 2 pi times the integral of minus pi to pi of fx dx. The other way is that instead here you can put it as c sub 0, here you put it as c sub 0, and here you put it as c sub 0. So so you will have that c sub 0 is equal to the integral from minus pi to pi of f of x dx times 1 over 2 pi. So this is the constant on the Fourier series. This is the constant. Now I think that we are running out of time, so in the next video we will continue with the cosine term and the sine terms.